Anytime there's an emergency, it's not 911. What's your emergency? It's poop, 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 poop. Fire truck.
Sriracha. You don't hear sirens anymore coming down the street. You hear
Hey everybody, we are back for another episode of Not Your Average Fangirls, where we talk about K-pop because yay! My name is Carolina, and I'm here to tell you that Go Stan got 7.
Oi.
Hello, this is Cynthia, and I am here to tell you I see BTS again on a whim in 4 days. Thank you. In New York.
Hello everyone, this is Terica, and I'm here to say that I will be with Cynthia in 4 days on a whim in New York to see BTS.
Y'all
Why are you
are
like this?
complete messes. That's what...
Hey guys, this is Kat. I just met the love of my life yesterday. No big deal.
Wow, amazing.
I wonder who that would be.
Me.
You'll find out later. Stay tuned.
That's not me. Okay.
Wait, what'd you say?
I thought we had something special, but it's fine.
Honestly, the last month has just been a blur.
Where?
Time has gone by so fast this last couple of weeks. I'm like, wait, what?
Just
It
like my
started-
birthday month went and came and left and everything. I'm like, excuse me?
Now it's Terica's birthday month and Jimin's.
Yes. And Halloween's birthday month.
Best time of the year.
Okay, well, as we've said, we've been kind of like traveling, going to a couple shows, which we will be talking about today. And but before we get into that, let's just some major news that have happened during the past like week and a half or so. I just want to say that KCON Thailand is my best friend because basically the whole show was a GOT7 show, and it was great. And I just want to say, Thai Agassiz, y'all rock. Y'all are the best for always treating the boys this way, because it was beautiful seeing a Green Ocean, but it was KCON. But let's be real, that was GOT7 Con, and that's that.
It was a GOT7 show with like 4 openers. That's what it was.
Basically.
It was crazy.
We love when the Prince of Thailand arrives. AKA.
All the other acts did amazing, though. I
Oh,
watched
no,
the
they're great.
performances and they
Oh,
were
no,
great.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was just awesome to see that GOT7 are just worldwide kings, and that's that. But let's talk about, because Bam Bam was there, the Prince of Thailand, and Nikun, which is like the king of Thailand, was there.
The crowned Prince of Thailand.
Yes, thank you.
All the royalty.
But also congrats to GOT7 because they got an all kill with Lullaby and all the music shows. And it was their first time winning Music Core since debut. So I just want to say I'm really proud of my babies. I am so happy, and continue streaming the YouTube video if y'all broke like me and can't buy a Melon Pass. And you know what though? Screw Melon, man.
Yeah, it don't matter how many melon passes y'all buy.
Seriously, Melon.
GOT7.
No, Melon hates GOT7. It's just like, you know what? We ain't doing this. Boom.
And they share a color. How dare they?
I know, right?
Right?
Stupids.
Green brothers for life, I guess.
Thank you, Carolina, the ambassador of GOT7.
Right,
For the
GOT7
news.
ambassador.
No, but for real, GOT7 did great. Congrats on their all kill. You're doing great, sweetie.
Moving on from GOT7, another group that is doing incredible worldwide is NCT 127.
Yeah.
They just got announced for
NCT Ilichi.
but they did get announced that they were the like up next or upcoming artists for Apple Music, which they're the first K-pop group to be in that series.
Yes.
And I think that's amazing. And they were hinting at that there'll be like a USA like promo tour. Mm-hmm. And listen, I'm all here for an NCT tour. We've been waiting for it. It needs to be done. I'm ready. My wallet might not be, but that's all right.
April. That's all I'm asking.
Seriously, please.
Happen in April.
I will reiterate, at the beginning of the year when I was like, damn, I just want all my groups to come. I didn't mean for all of them to come at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, also, at Icon dropped the dates already. Thank you, sorry.
Right? You right.
What?
And winner.
Seriously. And winner.
Yeah, can they both just drop their dates so I can know how broke I'm going to be for the rest of my life?
Oh, I
or
thought
you
you
could
said
just
they
pull...
just dropped their dates. I was like, I can't.
Or you can just pull an ace on me and be like, tickets go on sale in 3 days. And I'll be like, what?
Don't do that. At this point, I feel like I've been on a plane like more than I've been in like my own like house.
Yes.
Honestly, same. Yes.
I've been at a show more than I've been at work. To be honest.
Right? Which is not
right?
how that's supposed to be.
I've been at home mostly, but you know, when the BTS tour like drops, that's like how I plan my whole year. So can they drop their next year calendar so I know what I'm gonna be doing next year?
Right? So we can already get our flights and hotels booked before their prices go up and everything.
They gonna be doing.
We don't do everything last minute like we just did.
They gonna be doing stadiums, and we got one in Seattle. Everyone else is coming. It's time for BTS to just.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, one more thing about NCT. Are they going to be on Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? I can't remember which one.
They're going to be on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to be on Jimmy Kimmel, and then they're going to be on like a Disney thing, which is funny because everybody's doing like a cover of a Disney song, but NCT is out here like, nah, we going to do our own song. And
really?
Yeah. I don't know what it's for exactly, but I know that it was just related to Disney, and they were going to sing like Christmas or something. Mm-hmm. No,
so
I'm sorry. It wasn't.
I'm
sorry. No. It wasn't Christmas music. It was just Disney songs, I think.
Then it's probably for the Thanksgiving parade thing. I don't know.
Maybe
it might be.
I'm gonna need Disney to like stay away from K-pop. Thank you. K-pop's already filtered enough. I don't need another one.
We don't need it to go through a Disney.
They've already done Disney covers because they were on like.
Yeah, they were on Disney Channel.
Oh yeah, they did Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah.
Cute.
That's how
The
JM
Dreamies
became my bias. He's like singing A Whole New World or something, and I was like, "Who is that?"
And she saw A Whole New World.
She didn't see Jaya, no. She didn't see Jaya. She saw Jeffrey. That was Jeffrey. The white man that lives inside Jaya.
Oh my god.
You're right.
Poor baby. Oh, and they're also going to be at the AMAs, yeah?
Yes, actually, they are going to be there, and that's awesome. Like, it's so great to see other groups that are now, like, you know, obviously the U.S. is a little bit more open now into having, like, K-pop groups in their shows and things like that, like we've seen with, like, Monsta X and GOT7 and BTS and things like that. So now to see NCT 127, which, I mean, their whole concept is to be a global group, like, I'm excited.
The business plan is going according.
Right?
I can't wait for like newscasters like they did with like GOT7 and Monsta X to like speak like slowly and like hard English words to then have like Mark and Johnny go, "Well, good evening, Karen. Actually."
Speaking of news shows, this morning my mom was watching some CBS This Morning or something, and that they played "Save Me" in the background while they did a story about like a whale that had like washed up onto the beach. And I was like, if they were real intellectuals, they would have played Waylon. Like that's
They should have played the Waylon song, Waylon 52.
But I thought it was funny though, because all of a sudden like "Save Me," it's like "Save me, save me." Like, these little, like people are rushing up on the beach trying to get this whale. What?
It was perfect. They saw
opportunity.
Yes, they saw the opportunity and they took it.
I hope when the whale got into the water was the
It was so random. Like I couldn't even be excited. I was just really confused. I was like, okay, that's fine.
They're gonna start. Literally, there's gonna be news about a fire, and they're gonna start playing fire. In
Oh my god! It's gonna be like when we're just confused about our feelings, but we're still jamming.
Oh my god!
We're at the Oakland show.
Exactly. But now that NCT is starting to come over here, they might just play like fire truck.
Yeah,
Fire truck. Somebody's gonna make an optical commercial for eyeglasses with "Open your eyes."
Oh my god!
These are great advertisement ideas. I am just
time
saying.
for our like weekly "Someone Hire Us" because these are great ideas.
A massage parlor is gonna have their theme song be "Touch."
Oh my god!
Oh. It's gonna be great. But anyway, the new song sounds really good. I know somebody like put clips together of like the snippets that we've gotten from like different sources, and it sounds great. All I'm saying is that NCT 127 didn't have to put Jungwoo in there and like destroy my entire life, because like that vocal line now is way too powerful for its own good. with Do Young and Jaehyun and now Jungwoo and Taeil. I'm like, what y'all trying to do? Murder me? Like the fuck? Like
Exactly.
get out of here. And Haechan? Shit.
Oh my god. But we know how like these teasers go, and they never sound like the actual song. And I'm just like, I'm just always confused every time, because I'm just like, this is not okay. What was the point of the teaser if it doesn't sound anything like the song? But that's fine.
I would just like to say another comeback and another Mark being in the group.
Oh my god.
Mark, this boy has literally debuted
In
been
every unit.
every unit and come back.
He's been in it.
It's
Every
literally
single
been Mark.
one.
Every one, except for Baby Don't Stop. But technically, he was in like all the other ones that
But
led
I
up
mean,
to
he
that.
did cover it for the Dreamies little thing that they did.
Oh my
right.
God, you right.
That's true.
That's why
Dang.
I'm really curious to see how a tour would work out. Because everyone's like, if they tour, they should bring all the units. But I'm like, what is Mark? What's Mark?
Mark's gonna be dead.
Mark's
Have to like
gonna
rock
die.
paper scissors to see what unit he's gonna be in every
I
night
know,
for
right?
each stop.
It'll be different every night. It'll be
Draw
like,
out
all
of
right,
the
well,
hat.
Nah, he's gonna be performing the whole time. They gonna switch out. Mark's gonna be like, I'm gonna wait right here, guys.
like,
I can't wait for Mark to finally be out of it. SM's gonna be like, and we're not putting Mark in this group. He gonna be like, oh, thank God. He gonna be like, oh my God.
honestly, I'm scared because now that NCT China is gonna happen soonish, I'm scared that they actually did put Mark in the China line.
Bitch, I wouldn't be surprised. His last name is Lee. They'll make him relatable.
Like, yeah, it
Is
works.
it not?
It fits.
Wow. Okay, but moving on. Another artist that this is just quick that announced that their comeback would be in November is 101, and cue the tears.
You can only assume that this is gonna be the last comeback, to be honest.
Yeah.
Unless we get a repackage.
Right
in December.
Oh my god. You know what? I wouldn't even
Christmas
be
song.
surprised. That's more money.
Yeah, or like in January, like a week before end of the year awards, just boom.
A week before their contract ends, here's the new
Yeah.
album.
Here's the new album.
The day the contract ends, surprise!
Surprise! Here's the repackage.
And
I
then
wouldn't
there we
even be
are,
mad about it. Let's be
taking
real.
out our credit cards.
Right? Oh my god. But yeah, so we're waiting on that. And I know that I'm a cry, but hey. And
I'll give them all my money just like I'm giving them all my money for that DVD with the multicam versions of Day by Day.
Yes.
So that's a real thing, right? Like I couldn't remember
Yes.
if it was like,
It's real. Everybody thought it was fake, but it's real.
oh my god, when does it come out?
We all just started stressing out over it.
So some crazy kind of, I know, I feel weird about the news because they're such a big part of the company, but Epic High announced that they are parting ways with YG, and I know it was like a friendly, like both YG and Epic High were just like, you know, it's time to like part ways.
Yeah.
As company and artists, but it's kind of crazy because they're kind of like pioneers in the industry when it comes to YG. So
Yeah. Didn't it say they've been with YCG since 2011?
Yeah, it's like something crazy like that. Because I know, like, they...
K-pop career.
Yeah, it's like, I know, right? I know, like, Tableau had, like, a big, like, scandal or something. Like, nobody wanted to put them, like, in their label. And YG took that risk and, like, helped them out and all this stuff. So, I'm just happy that, you know, Epic High is, like, epic. Ha ha ha. Anyways, no, but I'm just glad that, you know, they ended, I guess, in good terms. But I mean, in thinking about it too, like right now, I feel like YG just is not capable of giving them like what they probably want or doing anything. I mean, yeah, like doing anything for Epic High. I think like they can probably do everything for themselves.
Yeah, at this
So-
point, yeah, definitely. And now that they got, you know, Somi, maybe they're just like, now we have a new artist to replace an old artist.
my thing is with Epic High is they've established themselves so like well in the industry that they're not really gonna need YG, you know. So
No, not at all.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, not at all. So.
And I think that's why they both were just like, you know what, it's ran its course. You helped us, we helped you. It was great. We had a great relationship. Best of luck in the future. See you
Yeah.
around. Like,
And I
There was no hard
know
feelings.
if I'm sure Tableau and all three of them will open their own kind of company. So I'm excited to see like if they do open their own company and what they'll do with like artists if they decide to sign people and stuff. And then what they'll put out as not being under like an entertainment company like YG, because we saw the song that Tableau featured on with like Cold Kunst and stuff, and like it was a great song and kind of different from anything that Epic High had ever done. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I think that they'll now have more like
Freedom and like,
creative freedom,
yeah.
and doing what they want and putting out the music that they kind of want, and not having that like pressure of the CEO or the whatever pleasing anybody in a company to like whatever you're putting out.
But this also makes sense as why Tableau stepped down as co-CEO of YGX or whatever it's called. So
Damn, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
yeah.
Well, hey, best of luck to Epic High. We know that they're obviously not going anywhere, and they're gonna still continue making some bomb ass music. We're excited to see where everything leads. But let's talk about some comebacks.
Okay.
We're a little behind, so we might be like a week late on some comebacks, but they're still out there, and they still happen, and they were still incredible, and they still dropped. That tantarang. Let's start with newest out here. They came back with their song I don't care. And I just want to say that all the pastel vibes I'm here for.
It's so
Listen,
cute.
I didn't think I needed backhoe in like a pastel pink suit until I had it, and I was like, wow.
I
or
feel it.
Junghyun in a beret. I was like, yes. Like,
Oh, I
this is
needed that.
beautiful.
I normally don't like cutesy pastel kind of comebacks, but I love this one, and it was so cute, and I love the music video, and the song is a bop, of course. What's a surprise? Not that.
But I feel like the music video was like their relationship, like their real life like relationship.
Yeah,
Right? Like Ren being annoying.
Yes.
Ren being annoying with Junghyun.
That's how Ren became my bias, because I saw an Instagram video of him just being so annoying, and I was like, wow, this is it. This is it for me. They're just super cute.
I really loved the video and how funny it was and like playful. And honestly though, like the song itself is just so uplifting and positive. And I was like reading the lyrics. I'm just like, wow, this song is about my life. Like it literally says, it don't matter. Like don't matter if things don't go your way. Like still do it. And I'm like, you right. We are out here winging our lives, and that's what we're doing. You got a plan? Nope. But we out here.
Another like inspirational song that came out was like the SM Station collab, their song Wow Thing.
Yeah.
Like hearing it sounds like super sexy, like, ooh, what they talking about. But like when I looked at the lyrics, it's basically saying that like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna follow my dreams, and when I do this and put my mind to it, it's gonna be a wow thing. It's gonna be the best thing you've ever seen, the best thing you've ever heard, and I'm gonna kill the game. And I was like, oh, that's not what I thought it would be.
The wild thing is that when I heard the lineup for this, I was like, damn, so they just gonna drop a female supergroup on me? They ain't gonna give me no warning.
Right.
I know.
They ain't gonna, I was like, they just gonna put them all together in one and be like, huh, hope you die. Like, that's literally what happened. Because the second Chungha popped up, I was like, well, that's a wrap for me. I was like, well, all right.
Yo, her vocals in this song, like, it's incredible. Like, at the end when she's doing that, like, high note or something, like, oh, my God, it gave me life. But also, I do want to point out that Sinbi from G-Friend, the little, like, glitter strands of hair that she had in her hair, I absolutely loved it. And I love the makeup that they had. It was, like, so glittery. And, like, they put, like, that mascara that made their eyes, like, pop so much. Especially for Chungha. And I was just living for like the fashion and the looks, and then it was like the diva came out every time. Like you would like, you watch the video and you're like, yes, work it, go, yeah. Like it just the theme of it with the message of the song, and then these women just being like powerful vocals and like killing the game. Man, I was just like, SM Town, you doing something right. I like it.
Yeah,
Also,
all these collabs have been great.
Yeah, also the moment for me in that video was when Soyeon from G-Idol came into the bathroom and then started rapping with like the all black and the eyeshadow just popping, and I was like, yes, bitch. I was like,
God. Oh my God, they were just killing it. Like literally they were wild women. It wasn't like we gonna do a wild thing. It's like, nah, we wild women.
And then Solji just looking like a whole ass woman. I love her.
Oh my god, I love her. That's why when I first watched the video, I sent y'all that snap of her like just like coming through, and I was like,
Yep.
yes, get your
Queen.
shine, girl.
Yeah, and I also want to say that Soyeon from G Idol, she has like this really pretty green top at the beginning, and I low-key want to find something like it because that was cute.
You know, her voice kind of reminds me of Kism.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, like the little
Similar.
high. Yeah,
They have really similar styles too.
They do, yeah, and I think that's why I like her so much.
Yeah. She had a solo song that came out before G Idol debuted called Jelly.
Yes,
So
yes.
good. So good.
Wasn't she too in one of the rapper
On Pretty Rap Star.
on Pretty Rap Star
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah.
And she killed whoever the other girl was. I saw that
Yeah.
clip and I'm like, ooh, girl, the girl.
She's actually really crazy talented. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
yeah.
she really wanted to be in an idol group, like really.
she wanted to do it so bad because she wanted to write music for an idol group. And I mean, look at her. She came out with G Idol. She wrote La Tata and it got a fucking first win like a week later, not even a few days later. She's genuinely, when I say it like in the best way, but she's genuinely like a little Hannah. Like she's gonna
You're
be
right.
that.
I see
She's
that.
gonna be that.
I see it too. She has been compared to CL as well.
I can see
Yes.
that too. Yeah.
And I mean, that's a huge compliment too. Cause
Hell yeah.
So CL is CL. So
See ya.
The baddest.
that's all I
bitch.
gotta say. Let's talk about some other amazing women that came back, which is our rock queens, Dreamcatcher.
Ayo.
They came back with their title song "What," and I love Dreamcatcher. I've expressed this before, but this song was just so like, even just like the chorus when it's like what, and you're like, oh yeah, like this is, I'm ready to rock out. Like I'm with it.
Well, they did tell us they wanted to do a harder concept. So
You're right.
They did.
They did. So if anybody's out there a Dreamcatcher fan, we did an interview for iHeart Radio with Dreamcatcher. You can check it out on their YouTube. I'll link it below because we're talking about it now. Mm-hmm. And they let us know. They let us know that they wanted to do a harder and more like rockier
Rocky.
concept. And I mean, here they are doing just that.
I mean, Happy
And-
Face was in the room with us when we were interviewing them, so I'm gonna attribute them giving them a harder concept to our question. Thank you.
Yep. It was all because of us.
And
That's
welcome.
Welcome.
Hi, Iris.
Not your average fangirls making dreams come true.
You can be next. Okay.
Just send us a letter about who deserves to get their dreams come true and we'll work.
We might
We'll
show up
collaborate
at
with
their
Ellen.
concert.
Yeah, right.
For all of you guys that want Mark Lee to be in NCT China, well, surprise, surprise. He probably
spoken
will
to
be in there because we talked about it.
Honestly,
Exactly.
true.
Amazing.
The next comeback, we talked about them a little bit earlier. Wanted them tour dates to drop, but Icon came back again.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I love this song, and I need to talk about Bobby. Thank you. Okay, give me
Wow.
the mic. All right.
It's great. It's so
Dang.
soft. Cynthia, go ahead, girl. Go.
It
Speak
was
your
so
truth.
soft. Oh my god. Okay, listen. When it opened up and Bobby was just there in the middle of the street singing his heart out.
You know what, though? That scene reminded me of like a 90s boy band music video.
It
Like,
did.
That's
He
how it
looked
felt.
so good. I cannot express how good he looks. There is nothing in like a freaking thesaurus that can tell you how good he looks. Okay, if you look,
There's no
at
similes.
a beautiful man, it is a picture of Bobby right next to Tay. But
I can't.
I was
Every
gonna
time I think
say.
of Bobby, I think about our friend's dog, Bubba. He's a
You're welcome, Bubby.
oh my god.
Bubby.
Anyway, Bobby looks
Yo.
amazing, and this song is so freaking good. I love Icon for their hard music, but goddamn, do they make some good ass music? Sorry. Okay.
So with this, for me, Icon, it really reminded me of Airplane.
Yeah.
So like that whole vibe that they had for it, like with them on like a road and like the whole like, if it was in black and white, I would have thought like, oh shit, it's a continuation.
But I like this better than Airplane.
I agree. I like the song a lot better. I don't know if you guys have looked up the lyrics for it or anything, but it's like, what was the lyric? It was something like, oh, I wouldn't have made such memories if I knew you were gonna leave. So it was kind of like,
Well, dang.
Beautiful.
yeah, so it's kind of like a song like saying when you eventually leave me, I'm sorry that you have to hold on and be hurt, and like we have to keep these memories with us and hurt about it. And I'm just like, damn, y'all.
But who
Dang.
leaving
Who hurt
though?
you?
I know.
That's not going
like,
anywhere.
why
That's
they
the
going
thing,
like
though,
emo?
is B.I. has continuously, and I believe him because he's continuously said it. He's like, I've never, like, been in love. I've never been in a relationship. Like, I've never dated anybody before. And he's just like, because somebody was like, where do you, like, come up with this stuff? He was like, I don't know. It just happens. And I'm like, how?
Fanfics. He's
I
been
was like,
reading fics in his spare time. He's taking people's plots and turning
You
them
right,
into
yeah.
songs.
Right?
And I'm
He's
just
reading
like-
fanfics.
I
That's
No,
what
he
it is.
plays The Sims.
How?
That's
Like, for a man that's never been in a relationship or been in love, he sure knows how to fucking write about it. Like, because
Yeah, no,
this
seriously.
is just another example of, like, icon. I say it every time they come back. There's just something about them. They're so distinctive. Like, nobody
You
can
know.
do what they
You
do.
know.
Like, and I said this, I don't know if I said this in a podcast, but I said this to y'all. If Icon does not win some type of major award this season, it's bullshit.
No, everyone's been saying that. Like a lot of people,
Because
they deserve it
Love
this year.
Scenario was insane. Killing Me
And
was
Rubber Band.
insane. Rubber Band was insane. This is insane. Like, if there's not some recognition for Icon in award season, it's complete and utter trash. To be
this
honest,
is their year. They did great
this
this
really
year.
was. They dominated.
They did amazing, yeah.
Korean, especially in the Korean market, they dominated unlike anyone else did. And
Yep.
that's just fact. And they are going to do it again. I think they're almost at an all kill for this.
Yeah, I
this
think
one.
only one. There was only one that they weren't number one
And
yet.
I'm just like, bro, like every time they come out with something, it's an all kill. And I'm like, damn, YG really like out here. Icon was missing for like 2 years. Now they've come back 3-4 times in a year. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Making
Yeah,
it
but
fast
let's
times.
yeah, but let's hope that this doesn't mean that next year they're gonna be like MIA.
Oh yeah.
They
Right.
better not, bitch.
Hell no.
It's
The
like
only
one-
reason
one
they
year
better
on,
be
1 year
MIA. The only reason they better be MIA is because they fucking torn the other countries, and that's why they can't come back because they too busy. That's the
But this
only
is
excuse
the-
I will take
Also,
This
who
is the
was
last
that?
album in their like trilogy.
in the
right?
trilogy. Yeah.
Well, okay, so Tiffany came back with a new song called Teach You. It's all in English, and I was not expecting that, honestly.
Me neither.
Yeah, like I started listening to it, and I'm just like, oh, okay. And then she started singing in English. I'm like, oh, the first line's in English, and then just continue. I'm like, oh, the whole thing is in English.
Honestly, I kind of expected it because she's been doing so much English like press, like she was with BuzzFeed and stuff. So I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
I know, but
completely
it's like a
surprised.
lot. But it's like a lot of K-pop artists have been doing the same, so it didn't even cross my mind, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's really
Eh.
funny how when we see, like when we hear like K-pop groups singing in English, like it takes us a minute to catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so used to
Wait,
not
what?
understanding.
Exactly. And then when we comprehend, we're just like, well, did I learn Korean that fast, or are they not?
It's a
My
prime.
mind.
It's a prime example is when Red Velvet sang the English version of Bad Boy at KCON
Yes.
New York, and everybody was like, "Yeah, wait."
Yeah, exactly. It took them like saying the first line, and then by the second, that's when it processed. Like they were singing in English. But I mean, I really like this song. I really like the vibe of it, and how she brought like two of the other girls from Girls' Generation to be on there,
That's cute.
to be on the music video and things like that. I thought that was really sweet. But it's kind of just like, you know, like I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Like if you
Yeah.
don't know, if they
You
didn't
about
teach
to
you,
find out.
then I'm about to teach you, and
Yeah.
be like, you're right. Slow clap it out.
And
Slow
it's so
clap it out.
dramatic. It's not even like I'm gonna teach you a lesson and like spend up all your money. But she's like, I'm gonna go shopping. I found a random stranger and I gave him the keys to your car, and now I'm pouring bleach and burning all your clothes. I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
who hurt
like,
you?
wow, girl.
It's coming to town.
That's really nice to see the Girls' Generation, obviously the women of the Girls' Generation doing all this solo stuff. And I think it's like Yuri is doing like a solo coming up soon. And then another one has like a movie out or like a drama. I don't even know. But it's nice to see them do like more solo things. And I know that their light stick is coming out before Taeyong's show.
That's
And it's
right.
like, yeah, it's like Girls' Generation was just like, you know what? Everybody's saying that we did. Bet, let's go.
Girls'
And now they're taking over.
Generation gonna rock. That's her.
Hey.
Next comeback is one of my men's, Sick K. He released a new single. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced, if it's Z-Ball or C-Ball. But it's really cool. It's really funky. I don't know if you guys have listened to Groovy Room's album, but
Yes.
there is a song with CK on it called Tell Me.
I love that song.
It gives me that same kind of funky vibe like that. But it has like that same funky vibe, and I can tell he was feeling himself when he recorded this song because it just like it's portrayed in his voice and how
You can tell when he's feeling.
Yeah. And I am a big fan of Min6 music, so like anything he does, I'm like yes, everything amazing.
I'm gonna have to check it out because I love that song. It's a bop.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But he's going in a really different direction than, because I don't know if you guys have listened to like his past stuff, but his past stuff like trap art and like all his like Yellow Mob stuff is kind of like hard trap music, and now he's going into the direction of kind of like funky like singing rapping, which is really,
I'm all here for it. Yeah,
which
I'm
is
so
really
okay
great
with that.
So
Sorry.
it's a really great song, so everyone should check it out, listen to it, support my mans. He's been promoting this song more than I've ever seen him promote a song in his entire in the entire time I've stanned him. Like, he keeps reposting people listening to his damn song, and I'm like, I get it, Minsick, okay? You got a new single out, all right? I got you, okay?
It's like the equivalent of like someone standing on the streets, like, check out my mixtape. Check out my
Literally.
mixtape. Like in New York when they're like handing out their mixtape.
It's the same with Jay with his new V challenge. I'm like,
V
bruh,
thing.
Oh
if you
my
don't
God.
stop fucking reposting people doing this shit, I'm gonna go
Oh
crazy.
my god! But that's
But
how
yeah.
it gets in your head. Then
Yeah.
That's true.
That's when
Strategies.
That's when you soft block.
it could go two ways. Okay, now we know that doesn't work. Okay.
One day Jay Park's gonna be like, oh, you follow me, but you don't have my stuff notifications on. Be like, oh, right. I soft blocked you.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, how do you even do that? I thought they were on.
Oh my
My
God.
bad. Well, okay. Well, that's moving on until a little story time for this podcast. Kat and Cynthia were at the DPR show in Seattle. So
Rep
they're
it
going to tell us
every
a little bit
day.
about
I
that.
ain't feeling them fakes. They don't even
And-
say you ain't. Sorry.
All right. And then myself and Terica went all the way to New York City for the K-Expo that just happened. And we got a lot of stories about that. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll talk about most of the DPR show because Cynthia didn't go till later on in the day.
I had work.
Yeah, she had like a regular GA ticket, and then I had a VIP ticket. So, and this will be informational. Is that
Informative.
okay? For anyone who's gonna be at DPR for VIP and you haven't gone to your show and you want to know information about it, I'm gonna tell you everything right now. But basically, me and our friend Brittany got there at about 9 to line up. There was about 10 people in line. Around 2 o'clock, we got our lanyards, which are beautiful. They're so aesthetically pleasing. Wow, I didn't expect anything less. But yeah, so around 5 o'clock, we entered the venue, and there he was, Hong Da Bin, sitting on a stool because my man is small, so he knew if he stood up, it was going to be a mess. It was going to be embarrassing. So he was sitting on a stool, like just in the middle of everything, with the backdrop behind him. Also aesthetically pleasing. Again, nothing less from DPR. And he's sitting there, and the first group, they're like, okay, get into groups of 6. If you don't have your group ready, we're going to kick you out to the back of the line. I said, who are my 6 people? I said, you coming with me, you coming with me, you coming with me. I don't know any of you, but you're coming with me. Congratulations. So we get in the line, and he's starting his meet and greet, and I didn't know this was going to happen, so I was completely unprepared, but he started hugging everybody. Every single person got a hug, and I was like, God damn, this is really going to happen. I'm going to hug the whole love of my life, the man of my dreams. I was like, okay, let's go. So I go up to him, and I hug him, and I tell him I love him numerous times, and then I told him he smelled good, because he did. He smelled like, I'm pretty sure when the gates of heaven open up, that's the smell I'm going to smell. I told him how much he meant to me, and I teared up a little bit because he kept saying thank you and that he loved me, and he just like hugged me super tight, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the best day of my life. And then we took a picture. I was standing next to him, And then we're like, okay, bye. I grabbed all my shit and I ran down to barricade, and I was barricade for the whole show, and it was a beautiful show, and it was great. And if you guys have a chance to see DPR, please do it, because that show is incredible. As a collective, they just know how to do that. They really do. And Cynthia, you saw the crowd. I didn't see the crowd because I was in front, but I felt the crowd push the shit out of me, so I can only imagine.
Well,
it was pretty wild.
I mean, I had a lit time. I was in the 21 and over area with
Kalea. Fancy.
We were just taking shots, getting lit with the music, and it was just a really good time. Also, we were next to these two really big fanboys that you could just tell that they freaking love him. And they were just jamming and dancing the whole time. And some people were low-key getting annoyed at them, but I was just like, yes!
You're right, me.
No, I know.
We are here for supported fanboys.
We are. It was a really good show, though. Like, we weren't barricade, but we still had a really good time. And also, the DJ,
he was so good.
You deserve to be on the main stage at Tomorrow World, my dude. Like, you are so talented. He was honestly, like,
he was actually really great.
Yes, one of the best sets I've ever seen in my entire life. And it was amazing. It was just great. Also, he played BTS. Thank you.
His DJ sets were really awesome, because what they did is they had like him come on for the first like 20 minutes, because Dabin doesn't have like very many songs. DPR Live, he doesn't have many songs. Like, he only has like 2 albums and a couple of singles, and then like SoundCloud stuff that he released. So he doesn't have a lot of stuff. So I think they did it to fill time, because obviously they wanted people to like get a full show. So yeah, they have a DJ. I'm not sure if it's DJ Dak or DJ DAQ, but that's what it is. His Twitter, his Instagram, everything is DJ DAQ, and it was amazing. Like, and his set was different. So, but he was amazing. Wow. Like, Kalea was like, I felt like I was at a rave. I was like, you right.
Cute. I love it.
But yeah, an amazing show. They just put on such a great show, and like, Dabin Live, you guys saw him at South by Southwest.
Amazing fan service. Oh yeah, I've seen him live twice.
Yeah. It was different than South by, because obviously this is all DPR fans, but that same energy, that same vibe, he gives every piece of what he has. You can tell he puts it on stage, and it came through.
He had to like go rest for a bit, because he was just like, yo, I'm tired. He like would sit down on the speaker.
Yeah, he would like sit down on the speakers and stuff and
start talking.
Yeah, amazing fan service. Like, just not even from just him, but from Christian and from Klein and Cream and Scott and like everyone. Klein is so funny. If you guys don't know DPR, Klein is Dabin's cousin, and he just
showed up on stage with a Pikachu in his hand, looking mad as hell. And he all of a sudden just started doing like the stupidest dances, and it was just so great.
And it was amazing. It was kind of like, there were moments that I was just kind of like, damn, like, because he performed some of his SoundCloud songs, and not a lot of people know like his SoundCloud stuff, and that's okay. Obviously some people like come into like the fandom later on, so they don't know like about everything. But I was just kind of like, because when the SoundCloud tracks came on, that's how I first discovered him, was a song called Till I Die. And I was just like, yes, play all the SoundCloud songs. Yes, yes, yes. Like, just do a whole SoundCloud thing. But he also did his feature with Loco Terica, Movie Shoot. Oh. He did his part for that. Yes. And it was just great. They put together a beautiful set. Like, the set list was really nice. And they had moments with, like, all the crew and everything. But, yeah, it was a great show. As a collective, I'm such a huge fan of DPR and what they do and what they stand for. So it was amazing to see them in that element, like all of them. Because at South by, it was just Christian and Dabin. So it was great to see the entire crew and the entire collective and the thought. Because I know they put a lot of effort into the tour, and they did live streams about it constantly throughout the process. So it was really great to see like the end result and see the final product, and it's worth it for me. And I'm going to another show in 2 weeks, and it's gonna be a great time. And yes, see DPR if you ever have the opportunity. Please see that show, because
DPR gang gang.
DPR we gang
DPR
gang.
we gang gang. You're right. I'm sad because I was supposed to go see him in Atlanta, but things didn't work out. So
work.
Sad times. Adulting,
Right.
basically. Yep.
And now, you guys.
Yes, tell us about the K-Expo. I want to know everything about Ace.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So, first of all, let me just say that the K-Expo 2018 was by All That Entertainment or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember the
All That
company,
Korea
but
or something.
All That Korea, something like that. Anyways, they're a really small company, and the day before the show, there were some issues with the venue. I don't work for them. I don't know what happened, but either the venue canceled on them, or they had some internal issues, and they like said bye to this venue. But from the look of it, though, I think the venue canceled on them, and basically it just became a shit show. Because then in the span, it was 16 hours before the actually thing started, and the venue canceled. So we know that they were probably scrambling to find another venue. They found another venue, but it was just like a regular like GA pit, like small venue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a whole mess.
And
So
on top of that, the only reason why people knew that the venue had changed is because some fans went out there beforehand just to like gauge and look at the venue and see if they wanted to camp out. And they had these signs, like handwritten signs, like in permanent marker, taped up with like orange duct tape all over like the gate saying like K-Expo is no longer being held here.
Yeah. So then everybody went to Instagram like, hey, what's going on? Like, is this a scam? Is this not happening? Like, I want my money back. But it couldn't have been a scam because the artists like literally were in New York.
Yeah.
So it was happening. And if they changed venues, then the artists I don't think the artists found out until like that morning. Because I know Myung-soo,
L from Infinite. He posted about it.
He posted an Insta about it. And
Sammy from The Rose did a V Live about it.
Yo, he was mad. He was like on Insta Live or something, or V Live. And apparently he was like throwing shade and look hella pissed about this situation. Which
I mean, I can understand.
Yeah. So it was like really messy. So the next morning, you know, they announced everything that night, and they were like, this is a new venue, this is a new whatever. So me and Terica and Marianne, we were just like, well, let's go and like get in line early. So our check-in is at 9. Let's get there at 9. The line is already super long. It's super disorganized. Nobody knows what's going on. And they didn't let us in until like 12, right?
Yeah.
I think it was like 11:30 when we were like actually got in.
Damn. What time were you guys supposed to get in? Do you guys
know?
So
the red carpet was supposed to start at 11.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, so it was all delayed. It was a mess. Literally them changing that, like them having that venue cancel on them, like messed them all up. All up. So, cause how I thought it would be, like, it's like if I paid to see Ace P1, then for Ace I would be in the front, but for the rest, you know, like you would be in the back. Like they'll move the crowd, right?
We thought for check-in they would have us separated into lines by artists and then by P1, P2, but that's not what happened.
No, it was just all together.
Hire us to organize your event. Thank you.
But besides that, like, I was looking at it like, of course, as a fan, I was pissed off, but I went into this, like, at least I'm, like, I don't know about Terica, but at least I went because I wanted to see Ace and I wanted to meet Ace. And if I got to see Ace and meet them, then I didn't care. I didn't care that there were going to be vendors and all this stuff there. Who the hell cares about it? Like, I did not care. Like, I was there to see Ace and that's it. Like, that was it. And, so basically we just got in and then hung around the front row for the rest of the night, until the thing started.
Damn.
But besides that, I mean, the show was incredible. Marianne was there for L, and she was front row, got a lot of interaction with him.
Oh, yeah.
So, super happy about it. And, I mean, he's a whole cutie pie. He really stole my heart in, like, 20 minutes. And, besides that, then it was the Rose, which, I mean, I love the Rose, so seeing them there. And they were super funny on stage, obviously incredible performers. And then obviously you got Ace coming out here, destroying lives, because oh my God. They were so good, Kat. You don't like it? Or everybody, they were just so good. Seeing them from that close again, like,
to see them.
But it was really sad because they only performed like 4 songs.
Terica?
He was amazing. If anyone wants to check out a clip of me embarrassing myself, just, look at our Twitter, because now it's all over the Twitter sphere about me. Like,
She
acting
continuously screams at Chen. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, like basically they were introducing themselves and Chan was first and Chan grabbed the mic, opened his mouth, and Terika was already yelling, screeching that
like
they all
Ken
just
all over
looked
again.
at her. Like it was
Oh my
great though
God,
because
yes.
all of them looked at her and like pointed at her and Chan loved it.
saw.
Like
He loves
was
attention,
great.
and I wanted to grant him that.
It's just like Ken for when we saw Vix. Like, Ken didn't even open his mouth and Terika screamed and he just laughed. He loved it. I was like, yes.
The high touch was great too, because
Yes.
normal high touches, you just like high five, yay, and you have like 2 seconds to be like, I love you, you're so great, you're my favorite, and that was it. Carolina and I ended up being last because we forgot our tickets, so we had to like
So
sprint
basically,
back
yeah, at the
down.
beginning, at the beginning, they gave us like a ticket that says, like who your artist
Paid to
is
see,
and
yeah.
like what for the meet and greet, and basically we didn't know that we had to bring it, so we get in line and they're like your ticket, and we're just like, oh, we can show you on our phone. They're like, no, the one that whatever. So we had to run downstairs, to run to the front, and we were like, Marianne, throw our purses, and she
threw
just
our
like
purses
threw
through the
them at
crowd.
us. It's like super dramatic, and then we're like running up the stairs. And in the middle of it all, I tell one of the volunteers, I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm already tired. I cannot do this. Like,
Yeah, because they
I'm
were
out of
like, go,
breath.
go. Like, and we're like, oh my God, they're waiting on us. We have to hurry up. They're going to be right around this corner. We get upstairs, up to the rooftop, around the corner, and we're still waiting in line because they haven't even started the high touch yet.
I was like, y'all made me run and go up these stairs and get out of breath for this. Like, okay. But
Yeah.
we did, because of our stupidness, we ended at last, and that was great.
Yeah. So they were basically waiting on us because even though we were last, we were super, super last, because then we started talking and making friends with the staff. And we're like, you guys can cut in front of us, blend in, you can do the high touch too. Because they're like, oh, we love Ace, but they won't let us do the high touch. We're like, no, come on, do it with us. And while me and Carolina are socializing like true Libras, the boys are just standing there waiting on us like, hey.
So basically, after that, after me telling the girl, no, just get in front of me, come on, I turn around, and as soon as I turn around, all I see is June, and he literally have his hands up and smiling at me, laughing. And I was like,
Laughing.
hey! I was just like, hi, June, oh my God. And I they did the two hands thing.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so they did the two hands thing, and I like held them and I shook them, and I was just like, oh my God, like, thank you guys for coming. He was just like, oh, thank you, whatever. And then it was Chani, and Chani was already so hyped.
So hyped.
So
He's
me being
always
hyped.
so hyper.
I know. So me being hype, I show up and I'm like, Chani, hi, I love you so much, whatever. And he's just like, hi, thank you so much for coming. And it was like moving the hands around and flapping them around. It was great. I was like dancing with him. And then I got to Dunhan, which is my baby. Oh my God, I love him. So I got to Dunhan and I'm like, hey, like Dunhan, whatever. And I'm doing the hands shaking and like dancing and being hype. And I'm like, and I just stopped and I was like, I love you so much. Like, you're my favorite member. Yeah, I love you. And he was just like, ooh. And then he just continued smiling at me, and I was like, wow, I died. And then it was Wow. He was just like really quiet, like
And
smiling
really
and
pretty.
stuff.
He's
And
so
then I got
quiet.
to Byungkwan, and literally Byungkwan was already waiting for me, moving his hands and dancing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yes. I was just like,
Can't
yes.
wait
And
to
I, like,
see them again.
I was like, I grabbed his hands and I was just like, yes, dance party, Byungkwan, dance party. I love you. And he was loving it, and I loved it. And as I'm leaving, I'm almost bumped into like 3 staff members, and in the last one, I'm turning around saying bye to the boys and telling them like, I'll see you guys in Atlanta, and I literally bumped straight into one of the staff girls, and
Yeah.
she's like, you need to go the other way, this way, and I'm like, oh my bad, and I'm turning around and I'm waving at them, and they're laughing, and I'm like, wow, like, we out here being stupid.
It was Canada all over again. I had the same experience with the whole dancing and everything, except for I told Chani that he was my favorite and I loved him. I didn't get a oh, I got it, yay!
Aw.
So I was like, oh. But yeah, it was Canada all over again. Like, we were just screaming at them and telling them, like, bye, bye. And they were laughing at us because we're ridiculous. And then
Yep.
we had the staff saying, you need to go, please.
Wow, it was
leave
literally
this way. You need
Canada.
to go."
So it was literally like
fantastic.
Canada, but in New York. Got it.
But in New York.
Exactly.
It was like one of the best high touches ever.
Yep. It's literally like every high touch
Love
up so
it.
far with Ace have been like my favorites. But besides that, like performance wise, it was super incredible. They did like a little fan meet thing. And if you guys do want to see some of the content, I did post on my Twitter at Holla It's Caro. You can see it on the Not Your Average Fangirls. I'm probably will retweet the thread that I made and all that stuff. So have some content from that if you're interested.
Same.
Yeah.
I'll do that with the Dabin thread as well, the DPR.
Yeah, and I know
sent
Terica
it
posted
first.
some
At-
videos as well.
Yeah, at Hey It's
And-
TT. Two E's.
Yeah, I mean all the information will be in the description, so you guys know. But one more thing too is that so we were at least I like we were in the front, but I knew that there was a girl right next to me that came from Canada and she was there for L. So I let her be in the front for the entirety of L, and then after that I moved
charitable
over. Like
queen.
she gave me like my spot back. But we did the same thing towards the end. Me and Tarek are just like, hey, for Astro, did you want to just get out of the crowd? Because most of the people there are there for Astro. And we're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. So we let these two girls that
I met at KCON.
Terica
Yeah.
met them at KCON and they were there. So for Astro, we let them go in the front. And basically, me and Terica, like, Astro started and we're like, oh, let's just get some content for our friend. And then they started, the second song was Baby. And I was like, hold on, I like this song.
Baby.
And then after that, we tried to leave and we couldn't. We were stuck. And I was just like, Terica, we might as well just stay here. Like,
Yeah, so I
So-
basically filmed almost the entire Astro show for my friend. So shout out to Chris because she was really
Yep.
excited.
shout out to Andrea because literally I recorded Sana and I got amazing footage of Unwoo, which again is on my Twitter account.
Anybody
because,
got some
wow,
Jin footage though?
I did too.
I think
So I
did.
got you.
But I got a lot of Sana because that's my baby. And then I didn't realize it at the time, I guess because I was so the crowd was crazy. Like when Astro came out,
Yes.
everyone started pushing. Like me and Carolina just got basically engulfed,
Smushed.
swallowed into
Yep.
this crowd. So I didn't notice until I went back and looked at my videos. But I have a video of Sana giving me a finger heart, and it was like, "Aw, he knows who raised him."
He knows I'm his
It was
mother.
super
That's so
cute.
sweet.
Yeah, but all in all, just to summarize it, basically the expo was really like it turned from being like what they wanted like as a convention. It turned to just like a concert. Like it was just a concert with different artists, like a mini fan meeting with each artist type thing. And again, from my perspective, I went there just to see Ace and like get the high touch and stuff like that. I didn't care about the convention itself. So for me, I got my money's worth. Like I was okay with it, but I know that a lot of fans were not okay with it because it was just a mess.
The way
like,
it was organized. But the lady, the organizer, I think her name was Jaylee. She did the best that she could.
Yeah.
Like she still tried to keep everyone entertained through like random dance time. She had a dance team that worked with like G Idol and Epic High come out and do like a mini tutorial, and they performed and they had like a cultural performance. So like she was working really hard to make sure that everyone had a good time. So she, did the best that she could under the circumstances.
Damn.
Like we got our money's worth. It was super amazing seeing the groups just like from right there, and all the interactions, and like they were just so funny, especially just having the freedom like at the like even the Rose like just being stupid.
Yeah, it was super casual. It was kind of like best friends
Yeah.
sitting down talking, and then they're like, okay, now we're going to perform for you.
That's
Exactly.
cool.
That's what I really, really liked.
That sounds like a lit time.
Yeah, we had a great time. So props to them for doing the best during the circumstances and just working with it. Hopefully, as sad as it was that it didn't go as planned, like the show still went on and people still saw the performances and all that stuff. So the only thing is that I know a lot of people are just like, oh, well, each group only performed like 4 songs. And I'm like, well, yeah, because there's 4 different people.
Yeah.
And it's like a fan meet too. It's not just a performance.
Which was a nice surprise because we thought the only fan meet was L, but all of them was basically set up like a fan meet, like all the artists.
Yeah, so they had like questions that they got from Twitter, and that was the best part too because they got questions from Twitter, and they would be like, "Oh, is that person here?" And you would just randomly hear a random person like,
Cute.
and it was really cute. So all in all, we had an eventful little weekend
Yep,
with
yep,
all
yep.
of our shows. We still, honestly, an eventful like past 3 weeks. We've been at
Truly.
shows left and right,
We ain't done
and this
yet.
is why.
Truly not.
This is why I'm broke. And then Cynthia and Tarek are gonna go see BTS at City Field,
Yes.
which a last minute trip,
It really
which I'm
was.
still mad about because I had a ticket and I could have gone with y'all, but y'all said that y'all weren't going.
And
Because
then
we weren't going.
We were. And then we saw BTS in Texas. We're like, we can't like stop. Like two shows is not enough.
I was hurting so much. I was like, I gotta see them one more time.
We were so depressed. I still am, but I'm like, at least I see.
They're
light
gonna
at
see
the
them
end.
again. They're gonna see them again. Cynthia's gonna come home. She's gonna be like, I'm so sad.
Exactly.
It's gonna be the same.
She's gonna go
fucking
to
thing.
another show. She's gonna find another show to go to.
I'm gonna go to London.
Holy shit.
Right? Because it's on. No, we could go to France because it's on my birthday.
Go to Munich because it's Jimin's birthday.
You're
Or
right.
Berlin,
You're
one of
right.
them.
But anyways, yeah. Let's just do Song of the Week. What are you guys have been listening to this week?
BTS.
Am I surprised? No, not
BTS
really.
and Ace. That's it.
Am I surprised? Not really.
BTS and One Direction.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I saw your snap.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Stylish by Luna a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Love that song, dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh because he's my style.
Oh.
I was gonna say, wow, she almost went a whole podcast without.
Without saying his name, but here we are. Well, in fashion, mine has been To Myself by DPR Live.
There you go. Not
Hey.
surprised.
Right?
You know, gang gang in this bitch, gang gang.
We gang in this beat. But hey, we shall continue doing our thing, and you should continue doing your thing. But always remember to fangirl on.
Sound like a turkey.